it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down, 60 or.
Now Jones throwing on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And the Saints first down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
15 line.
47.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
First down, New Orleans.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, rock it. Get it.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 17. Took the ball.
Jones now. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Now Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
82.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Rick. Mike 17. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Kamara trying again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On third down, they'll run it to Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and yard.
You got it. You got it. Alpha.
Mike 9. Mike 9.
Watch the car. Shorty. Check. Lucky. Blue draw Corkers.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Wentz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. Go. Tight dog. 61. Match box.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A gain of 6.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Come on, the ball. 47.
To throw on 2nd down. Jones. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Running with Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Nifty move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz throwing middle, and it's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Watch the run. Watch
A final shot before half for Wentz. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, try to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Play action. Now Wentz. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. A good pickup there. 21 yards. On first down, Sanders. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tight right. 4 down.
General West.
Out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready? 30 base.
Mike's 47. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
5.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
18 games.
Focus, defense, focus.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jones. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, Just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 31, Wentz. And he's got room. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Saints 42, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch time. Tight end right.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout.
81. Check.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He finds Taylor. Complete. 11 yards there. First down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
We got to seal.
Switch gears.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Let's go. Great. Get him, boys.
Again, it's Wentz. They shakes him off. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Kill.
Straight 15, straight 15. Hey, high 7.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And it is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Let's bring it.
Off the play fake. Jones, he's going to take a shot for the end, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jakeem Grant, 29 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's going to wind up and air it out. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
10-2 saw.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. This is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 38 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Slam, slam.
Lefty, lefty.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Hey, kill. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 6-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Come on now, let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. And a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Brett Maher on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
90 Wolf. All day, baby, all day, all day. 61 Matchbox Lights. They go.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.